Right, but he had it though. He had it in the bag, and
But
he didn't have the
that
weapon
wasn't
skill
even
on
it though, bro.
right?
He wasn't even.
No health potions.
He had to
He
get.
would have had it, dude.
He had to do the shaman voodoo charm too, where you just have to kill a bunch of them and it just drops, right? Like just. To fully complete this play solo, I think it's impossible. I don't know. At 10, you'd have to get like insane RNG or something.
I think it depends on the weapon. I think maybe he committed to this because he got a good weapon, but he didn't consider the weapon skill. Because that's probably the only. I'm not familiar with the 9-elf weapons, but I'm guessing he had to have a good reason to swap to that. I'm guessing it's a fairly decent weapon.
Yeah, we had a rogue that someone dropped a link for in chat, so we have a rogue footage that we can check out as well. It's the only one I've seen that we've been tracking. I don't know if there's any other rogue players out there that
Is it the smiley guy? Which one is this?
No, it's
I know.
Dustbone.
Oh, Dustbone. Okay, so let me tell you something about Dustbone. Dustbone, big friend of the channel. I've hung out with him a bunch of times. He's come over to my house. Spent a couple nights over here. We ate pho. Took him all places. Like he's just a nice dude. He's a fellow New Yorker from the same county in New York as me. Longtime friend of the channel.
Where are you from in New York?
Westchester County in New York. But then I ended up.
Wait, you're from Westchester?
Yeah, Westchester County. Yeah.
I grew up in Fairfield. I went to boarding school in Dobbs Ferry.
That's insane, dude. Small world. Yeah,
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never fucking knew that.
Mamaroneck, New Rochelle, Scarsdale, Larchmont.
Damn,
all that whole area was my
forgetting
entire...
forgetting the namesake town of me. Forgetting Harrison, my dude.
Yeah, Harrison.
Harrison, New York.
Oh, we played Harrison all the time. Football, baseball. The Harrison kids were part of life, man.
Damn, that's crazy. We used to fucking compete. We used to compete in Mamaroneck for
Mamaroneck Tigers, man. Yep, I was on the Mamaroneck Tigers,
That's
man.
where like the final, the same track every year for finals for cross country was held in Mamaroneck. That's nutty.
Small world, brother. Super small world. But yeah, so Dustbone got level 60 on a rogue. I think it might have been his first or second try. He's one of the only verified 60s, so we'll check him out. Check him out right now and see how he's doing on the rogue. Definitely a person who has a ton of experience on Rogue. He has played on multiple private servers, full cleared all the vanilla content 9 bazillion trillion times. Just a very experienced player in general. Stream's looking good. Here we go. Hardcore challenge. Let's take a look at... Ooh, this UI is looking like something from the future right now.
Ooh, a good UI. Good UI. I like it.
What is that thing vertically moving up right there? Is that a...
I think that's a swing timer?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that is a swing timer.
He's got some...
I don't like the vertical swing timer. I think the vertical swing timer is kind of cringe.
I like that chunky combo point thing though, like where it's just
Yeah, actually I have a really similar one on my rogue.
That's not a swing, that's his energy.
Timer.
Is it? No, it's not. Is it?
Is it an energy tick?
No, it's not. Because the tick and his energy is different.
It looks cool. I like how everything is super shrunk down. You can't really even see it. Hold on, let me move the... Sorry, I'm scuffing this right now. Hold on. I need to move this up a little bit so you can see the bottom part.
Oh.
Shoot.
Somebody saying it's a swing timer. It's got a dagger as the bar. Oh, it is a dagger.
Golly, I'm a scuff streamer. I can't freaking move this thing. Okay, 1 second, guys. I want to show you the bottom part of this. All right, so I just shifted it up a little bit. You see his bottom skills, how tiny it is? I love that. He just knows all the binds, so there's no need to have them big at all, right? They're just kind of a reminder. Everything
He's a fairly similar UI to mine in terms of the rogue UI, like having the combo points there, having the important cooldowns right beneath. It's kind of a copy of, if you know Alando, it's kind of an Alando copy.
I see.
In terms of like having your abilities in the middle next to your resource.
What is that gouge icon that just pops up in the middle though when they're not gouged? Like what is it?
No, so that's just cooldown.
It's availability.
Oh, it's availability.
Yeah,
is that what that is?
It's a cooldown. It's just whether or not it's up.
Interesting.
It might also just be what the timer is if it's up. But I haven't seen him gouge anything.
Isn't it usually the inverse? You show that something will pop up when something's on cooldown, not when it's available.
Depends.
Yeah, so for him, it looks like it is like Alando's UI. So when he's in combat, it might not be. It might be when he's targeting, but it might be combat as well. I'm not sure. Let's look at the target. When he targets,
he gouged. Now it's on the timer's up there.
It's all gray now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's when he's in combat. It's when he's in combat. It shows.
His dagger is glowing. I like it personally. This is pretty sweet, man. Of a UI. This is looking.
I like that as well. I like when you have like the abilities that you kind of want to see sometimes, but you don't really need to see on the bottom. That's what I do. Like most of my UI on my mage is hidden, but
it probably is blacksmithing, chat. He's got mining. He's got mineral find on his mini map and stuff.
Yeah. Look at the weapon. It's an enchant as well. Like look at the weapon enchant on the top right. Like you can see that it's there.
So the thing is, he's a little bit behind on Rogue right now. I have to say. Let's see. He's at an hour 12 to 8, which isn't bad. I mean, he'll probably get 10 by an hour 40 or something, which is. I think he might have started a little bit late, possibly, because we've been doing this for over 2 hours now. He might have started a little bit late. That might be it.
I know. He died at 6.
What's that?
Oh, he did.
He died at 6, so he restarted, I guess.
Ooh.
Oh, he died. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay. I see.
It's good to see people get back in, though. Like, when you die, especially if you die early, you still have an opportunity to potentially to make those gains, because other players can die as well.
Absolutely. And Rogue is one of the lesser populated classes, right? So, like, he has a really good shot of getting up there. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Right now, we don't have any other rogues on radar that I'm aware of. I don't know if you've got any that we can check in on, but the list I'm monitoring, people that are actively still in.
Okay. Who should we look at next, guys? I mean, should we look at Koi? Should we look at Zerant? There's so many good options.
Koi's kind of in a little bit of a lull right now. Not much to look at. He's just looking for his spider.
Why don't we check in with Crix? He started about an hour late, but he jumped in there. Right now, it's Crix is doing a mage this time. I think he changed it up, hoping to get a little bit of gains on that. But I'm
so glad he's streaming. I thought he would have passed on this one since he started a little bit late. That's so awesome to see him in here, man. That is great.
People die.
Yup.
Oh fuck! I accidentally popped a greater shadow protection potion. God fuck. Motherfucker.
So he's at 6. Yeah, he has the same thing where he's watching the stream at the bottom right too. Some people have figured out some interesting ways to do that.
Man, yeah.
That's cool, man.
What is it? Page and page?
Page and page. So if you look at the bottom, wait, where is it actually? I can't find it. There's an option on Twitch Viewer to pop out essentially an extra. A little thing that you can just have wherever. Like it's not like a real window. It's just like a little. It's called page and page. I'm not sure how to activate it on my Twitch thing actually.
Actually, I'll look into it.
It's usually just there.
So we got one of the raiders in my guild right now, Owl Beast. Let me tell you a story about Owl Beast first of all. North, I think you might appreciate this.
Picture in picture.
Okay, so you know what an Owl Beast is, right?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
An Owl Beast?
Yeah.
It's a fucking boomkin.
Yeah, it's a boomkin, right? All right. So this guy, he's from Siberia, and he's been in our guild in our raid since day one pretty much. He had a dream, he had a vision, right? His vision was that one day he could level a druid to 60 named Owl Beast, and that he could go to Winter Spring and RP walk around with the Owl Beasts and kill unsuspecting adventurers who opened up on him like he was a mob.
Oh my god!
And he made that dream a reality, man. But the one thing that scuffed it now is that he has a PvP rank now, though. He has a PvP rank, so like someone has to not be paying attention, kind of, because it's
he could de-rank himself
to nothing, though.
You can de-rank yourself to nothing.
All right, you might have just saved this man's life, dude.
But you could de-rank to nothing for sure.
Just isn't that kind of legendary though? Like I love that. Like he made a character named Owl
Long game,
Beast.
dude. Long game.
The real long gains is to just like get high warlord and sit in the middle of all the Owl Beasts with like a crown of destruction on or some shit. Or like you get a circle of fire, I guess from what's it called but it wouldn't show on the boomkin. That's the unfortunate thing. I wish certain gear showed on boomkins.
Well,
I wish you could have like helmets.
That lets you pull this off though, because if you were a real, if you had gear on, people would know. The thing is about
imagine the people not paying attention to the boomkin literally sitting in the middle of a bunch of boomkins, just with like a crown of destruction on and a sulfurous on his back.
You think he's like a named mob or something? Oh man, I mean that is just too legendary of a story.
The final Owl Beast. The one true Albius, the one to rule them all.
And he goes tryhard on it, like, you know, he tries to get, you know, he's got ZHC now. I think he's, you know, he's.
There's deadass. There's a boomkin that joined my guild on Grobulus who is more geared than like 90% of the mages on my
I don't know how. Maybe it's me, man. I don't know how those people get some of the gear they get. I'm like, who's giving it to them? Unless they're like their own GM or something.
Igniting cord. He has a man igniting cord. He has a Toap. He has a robe of volatile power. He's got 2 rings of spell power. Like he's kitted the fuck out. It's ridiculous.
Damn.
This guy and he doesn't want anything either. Like I was like, dude, you're probably not gonna get that much gear in my guild, that ass. And he was like, yeah, I don't really care. Like I just, you know, I'm just here to play, dude. I just want to play my boomkin. I was like, okay, man. Like
big shout out to you. Big shout out to Albius, man.
We'll have the one.
I'm dying to check in on our world buff boy. Let me check in on the God Gamer himself with the. Oh no! Another ad.
Kralix? Is that who that was?
Kalix, yeah.
Kalix
TV. We'll take a look. What else have we? There's so much stuff being linked in the chat. Thank you guys for linking all this stuff. What else we got here? Let me see. We watched that. Check the Mythospawn.
Aladar's up to 9. I was trying to check in on Aussie to see where he's at because I was going through the Warlocks, but
you know, the amount that this actually boot camped Aladar's leveling. I remember watching Aladar's leveling on Classic Launch, and it was rough.
It was rough. Yeah.
Like it was rough. Like he was not a good leveler, and he's actually good now.
Wait, what?
Like it's nice to watch his evolution as a player.
Kalix is in Silverpine or in Tearsfall? So that's what he did when he went to Orc. He went here. Why?
What? I think that's a massive misplay.
I mean, we'll see.
I mean, he spent the time migrating though. Maybe he realized that he can't spend the full duration in the Baron, so he can spend the full duration in Tearsfall.
Maybe he has large brain. Maybe he has large brain Zeppelin tracker because he's like a god on this server. So like maybe he knows exactly when the Zeppelin's coming,
true,
and he's
maybe.
like, he has a scout, you know, from a guild sitting on the platform, and he's like. Kalix, we got the Zeppelin 3 minutes out, man. And he's like, all right, the flight time is 2 minutes.
You can get a Zeppelin tracker add-on.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Someone posted on Reddit, right? Oh my god, he's almost one-shotting these mobs. There's green though, but yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm not. I don't see the play here. Like
He squandered a bunch of WCB. If he can make good use of WCB though, like if he's gonna spend the rest of it actually grinding, I could see that, but. I don't know. I feel like he has an opportunity to actually do like higher level stuff that he wouldn't otherwise be able to do. You know. If
it was me and I was in this, I mean, I would consider the idea of simply just going to the the snarl snout, whatever the crap they are. Those dudes like right there at the brambles, and like they're all like 10, 11, dude. I just been like clap.
Just getting some.
Meanwhile, he's killing level 6s. Just
getting some revenge for Mencrick, dude, over there. At the cool boys. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what kind of results he can pump out with it. But I'll also tell you though. Have you? This is in our little fledgling hardcore community. North, there's an Oni curse. All right, the amount of people that die once you get the Oni buff, you have a very, very high chance of dying if you get Oni buff because you get overconfident and you start to freak out at how much damage you're doing, and you will die like moments after getting it.
Icarus syndrome feels bad.
So if you survive through a full 2-hour world buff, like, and you were cautious and patient enough, there is something to be said about that. Like you're like kind of cool, calm, and collected.
So he's about to hit 11 here. He's going into. He's hitting mobs that are. Are those still green to him though? I don't know about the mob. Like the level 8s are not green though, but he's about to hit an area. Like I think that this is like the last possible moment that he can be where he is. I think if he finishes this up, levels from it, and then goes into Silverpine, I think he's got a good route actually, because he's still got 26 minutes left on the Silverpine. There's less running. In early Silverpine, there's a lot of kill quests.
Okay.
In early Silverpine, there's a lot of mobs to take down.
I guess that's maybe that's true.
Sorry about my dogs.
Maybe that's true.
All right, let's check in with. Let's check in with Quissy, man. Let's see how Quissy's doing.
Luck on the loot, Sin. May the loot gods be with you.
All right, Quissy is. After this Harvest Golem, we'll see. Come on, one more. She is level 10, almost 11. Actually, not bad.
She's doing good then this time. Better than last time.
Koiv is almost level 13. Koiv is fucking 4 bars out from 14.
Koiv is God Gamer though. Koiv is.
Yeah, Koiv's pumping, dude.
Koiv is.
He's got like no music on his stream, dude. He's just playing the game.
Here's the thing, though, too, North, where this is why it's interesting with hardcore. If he dies, it was all for naught, right? He comes in last place, which is possible. And some of the big pumpers, like if you die in this competition, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but dying on Paladin, like I really, he's doing so well. And he's not stressed, right? He's leading the pack right now.
Yeah,
he's gonna win Paladin if he just keeps it under wrap.
Let's see if he's still ahead of Zerant.
It's much easier on like I'd say Paladin is like top 2 in terms of, maybe top 3, maybe 3rd.
Everybody
mage above.
Everybody says that they're like, oh, Pally, like, oh, it's so easy, da 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 da, and I'm like, then why is somebody not 60 already?
I'd probably put.
You know what I mean?
I'd probably put mage and are the rogues the ones? Are there a lot of rogues at 60?
There's only one.
Only one,
yeah,
but there is a rogue at 60.
Yeah, there's a rogue at 60.
Rogue I would think would be like the most, like for a run to 60, probably the most sustainable. But for a run to 20, I'd probably put like, I don't know, maybe Druid?
Or
Paladin. I'd probably put Paladin at number 1 in terms of the consistency.
Something kind of scuffed Zerant. He was about 4 minutes, ahead of schedule, getting to 10 and 11, and then getting to 12. Now he's almost 7 minutes behind, getting to 12.
Ooh.
I wonder what happened.
Meanwhile, Koiv is posturing to hit 13, leave this place, and get straight into Darkshore. And with Paladin, what you can do is you can kind of cheese more of those. You can like do dusk. You can do most of Darkshore in one loop, and then avoid Darkshore entirely for a second loop by doing the early. You know what I'm saying? The early beasts, the beasts, the wash to shore quests, because you can bubble and get those early on, and since you have multiple bubbles at that point, like you can get multiple of the hardcore ones. Can you not bubble Hearth at all?
No, you can't bubble Hearth
in this.
Well, you can't even bubble Hearth until
like,
50s because you need the highest strength bubble in order to.
Right.
And you're not allowed to use it.
Yeah, you're not allowed in the hardcore rule set. But people that are saying that, look, as soon as the hunter gets 10, he's going to blow by the paladin, right? It's going to be no contest. Look, guys, we're 2.5 hours into this, and the paladin's still in the lead, man. Right? By how much?
But the paladin is going to slow down.
What's the lead right now, though? Let's calculate it. So Zerant is 42.4% into 12.
Into 12? Or like
into 12.
He's 11, about to 12? Or is 12
I think he's 12 right now already.
Oh, well, then there's no... Right, like Koiv had to lead like a level and a half, and now that's down to like 40% or whatever.
Okay.
Koiv is 12 and like 87%.
And Koiv has to go to
Darkshore.
Travel.
Oh,
he's got to travel. But also, how does a hunter travel out of? How do you travel out of?
They literally just get high enough level to leave it to run through wetlands, like unless they do the swim trick, they do something weird, man. They do something weird. But the thing is, they can just chill in Darkshore for a super long time, and also I think they go to Ashenvale too. Ashenvale, and then
going from Darkshore to Ashenvale,
they do one loop Darkshore. That's interesting.
Yeah, they do. Anyway. I mean, Koiv is
like the geographic distance between the zones is like a huge factor there as well. I think because you're able to just go, and then you roll right into the next area, and that is still a good to go area. Where if you're doing like South Shore and you're gonna go to like if you go to Red Ridge, something like that, like Red Ridge becomes too high too quickly. Or not South Shore, excuse me. Lockmode excuse me. Go Lockmode Inn, go into like Red Ridge, then Red Ridge becomes high too quickly, and you have to leave there and go elsewhere to do more quests.
Dude, Koiv is still about 60% ahead, or 50-something% ahead. So he's basically 90% right now, right? 90% right now.
He is 90%.
Okay, Zerant was 42 point something. So let's say 45% by now because they just get so much XP. So 45% to 90% is 45%. Right, so he's 45% ahead of the hunter still. So he was 60% ahead of the hunter, and I guess that margin has slimmed a little bit. But it's it's not like he's about to get overtaken any second now.
Okay, the Earthen Templars and Silithus can hit you so far. I've never seen a gnome punt in my life. Like actually this legitimate. I just got hit back like 100 yards. What the fuck was this? Holy shit!
What is that overpowered macro thing that he has? Like a weak aura that pops up. What is that?
Just whenever it's available.
Wait, he's not a. Maybe he mains warrior and he just has the weak aura,
Maybe it's
still
running.
there. Yeah, it's probably that. Oh, I love how he's got the long jaw mud snapper, dude. He's just stocked already at
The
12.
cargo's special.
My favorite.
The cargo
food in
special, dude.
game,
Whenever I get
dude.
that, I always tell people, I was like, I didn't know about this, but my boy Cargos, he hit me up with these strats.
So get the mud slapper, all right?
He got it early, man. He's already got almost 2 stacks of those joints, even as a paladin. He knows the power, the
He's
untapped,
hitting so hard on these fucking tunnel rats, too, when he actually hits them.
right? And they're yellow mobs too. They're not even green. Oh man, the thing is, he gets heavy spike mace at 14. Man, that's another power spike for them. Like I'm telling you, that's one of the strongest weapons ever, North. Let me look it up. Heavy spike mace.
What's the speed on it?
It just slaps, man. Let me look. Heavy.
By the way, chat, we're still looking for any other rogues that are still in the top running. And we're also looking to see if there's any other hunters out there that are in the top running, guys. If you have those, let us know.
Heavy spiked mace, 3.4 weapon speed, which is very slow for these early weapons. 12.50 damage per second, and plus 6.
Wait, 3.5?
3.4 speed.
3.4, damn.
12.5 damage per second, and here's the kicker. Here's the icing on the cake. 6 strength on top of that as well. Obtainable at 14.
It's a very good item.
But it's extremely expensive. It sells from Antonio Pirelli for 80 silver. You can buy it. Actually, you can buy it from a guy in Lochmadan, though. I didn't even know that. From Nilan and Damar, the mace
Up on the
crafter.
north,
Yeah,
the north
the,
part of the
Oh, by the dam?
dam. Yep.
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
he's
that
doing
was-
loops looking for it. I think he might be doing
That's
loops
where
looking
that's
for
where
it.
I went to look for it.
bro.
I actually got one of those on Classic Launch
Is
for,
that what he's
for my GM.
That might be what he's doing right now. Then he's trying to buy it, like, or just give himself as many opportunities to see if it's
Yeah,
available.
look, he's got farm tunnel rats, and so like look at his guideline. His guideline has that like objective built in.
Oh, this is why we love Guideline, dude. Tunnel rats until 73 silver, 50 copper. Buy at least 1 heavy spiked mace. Dude, this is why you need a custom guideline for yourself, man. Because a lot of guys are not going to spell you out a little detail like that. Like, stay here until just this amount of money that you need. Koiv is a beast. I'll tell you right now. He's got everything planned out. Grind till 14 after. One thing I've noticed too, so I follow Tactics content a lot, Tactics Law, and he has some of the world records right now. He loves 1 to 10 runs, 1 to 15 runs. I love them as well. And one thing that has improved his runs significantly is learning on when at these random points you just want to grind out for a little bit. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you could just proceed on to new quests. But for example, like when he's doing a Duratar route, now the fastest 1 to 10 I've seen is when he just grinds out in Echo Isles until he's perfectly away from turning in all of his quests to ding 10 off the Echo Isles chains. He doesn't even do some of the deeper Razor Hill stuff. So
That's 100% like a legitimate thing because, again, I wasted so much time running around turning in every stupid quest. Like, 300 XP, 100 XP, like, do this, do that. Like, and, I mean, at least at low level, it's probably still the same principle, but spending too much time traveling is a huge, XP per hour loss. And I just, this time around, re-leveling my dude is just to go through and not spend the time doing that. I just committed to grinding when I need to.
yeah, so really unfortunate. He's opening up the mace vendor, and look what he sees. No
Nothing.
mace, man. You hate to see it. This is a big deal because you got to be feeling kind of pressured and helpless. Knowing, like, when is that going to come back? What is the cooldown? Does anybody even know? What is the cooldown on those vendors? Did someone just yoink that from him? Did
Hard to say.
Did Kalix send out
Don't know.
Did Kalix send out some hitters so to go scoop up all the greens? Did
Potentially.
Kalix pull some strings, man, and go, I need 2 people in Lochmadan vendor, I need 2 people at this vendor, and Antonio Pirelli. I need you to kill Antonio Pirelli and just take the DK, please.
Antonio Pirelli dies tonight.
They just go out and get the dishonorable on Pirelli to set that coit.
Send a quick hit squad out to Pirelli, dude. Feels bad.
Yeah, no, but they are on different servers depending on which region they are on as well. We used to do it all on just one server, but European folks are playing over on Hydroxian, NA playing on Bloodsail, and Oceanic playing on Remulos. Camping that frost.
Yeah, I can't. People are saying Caliwood's playing a rogue, but every time I try to bring up his to check out where he's at, I'm just getting the spinning wheel here. It's not loading for me. I don't know why.
So unless there's other streams that we're not seeing quite yet, which there's definitely a possibility, this looks like the lead right now, a paladin in the lead, guys, just to let you know. So this is what we're watching right now, Quave. Now I'm getting some reports right now, and I really hope it's not true, but 2 people just messaged me saying that Grace for Days died.
Oh no. There was a clutch clip somebody was posting, but I didn't watch it. I don't know if he died though. Something about the ghost howl.
Let's take a look. I really, really hope he didn't die, man. Let's take a look. He is the chosen one, man. I want him to beat Classic Void. Actually, maybe I want Void to win, because Gray's won last time. We'll see.
Gray lives, not true. We're getting multiple accounts of him not being dead, so.
Oh, okay.
Could be that he's survived to.
Well, we're watching something right now.
Alright, I help plotted the fool.
He's fighting Ghost Howl. This thing has claimed quite a few souls.
I'm gonna prioritize the heal.
Dude, he likes to kite, man. He likes to kite higher level stuff.
Big heal.
Gotta wait for that mana, yeah. That's good spacing though. Making sure it doesn't reset.
Jesus, dude. The Ghost Howl's probably killed him 3 times over in terms of just health damage done, but he's just the heals.
Somebody clip it, send it to cargo.
With his thorns.
Clip it, send it to cargo's long. So the reason why you...
Level 9 with the...
Oh, you got it at level 9? Dude, that is actually pretty dope. At 9. He's almost 10, though. 9 is pretty low to engage. He's a level... He killed a level 12. Rare. And Ghost Howl slaps. He at level 9. That is impressive, I'm telling you right now. Because he can resist a ton of stuff.
Good advantage, though. All the mobs in the first zone, to my knowledge, every mob in the first zone is slow. And that ends after the first zone. So you can actually notice, like, the kiting difference. He can walk away from it unslowed really easily and actually get a good amount of distance from it. So...
This is a big balls move here, man. Being 9, killing at level 12. So he lost his hardcore character recently at 40 something in STV, and he was I forgot what level, maybe it was 30 something because he killed.
It was like 39, 37 because I was ahead of him and I went back and killed the thing.
He died to Bangladesh, right? And he tried to kite it around, he tried to infinite value loop it with entangling roots north, and then he eventually ended up perishing to Bangladesh. But killing a 12 rare at 9 is very impressive, and the thing is, it drops a cloak that is not only usable just for armor, it's actually a decent cloak at this level, but it gives you a quest, and the quest gives you green items as well, which sell for stuff too, and it is a really big tempo boost if you are able to kill this Ghost Howl, but he is no joke.
Dank, what the hell, dude? Mulgore is too fucking good of his own.
Yeah, if you're a Tauren Hunter, North, you can come out here, and if you kill him right away, it drops the cloak and it drops you a green gun that's way overstated for the level. Like, it's a green gun that's appropriate for like level 12 or something, or level 11 from this mob. It's like a Lochmadan level damage on a gun. So if you're able to pick up Ghost Howl as a Tauren Hunter, not like nobody plays Tauren Hunter, but that's awesome. So it looks like he's still alive. You'd love to see it.
Hanging in there. Hanging in there.
Your captain played Tauren Hunter back in the beta.
Yeah. They are the snipers of Azeroth, right, with that leeway. That's awesome, though. I'm so glad Graze isn't dead. And then we got a clutch clip here. Okay, let's take a look at this clutch clip.
But that was the one... oh, no, yeah. That was from an earlier... That was the one dude that I think he bit the dust already, but that was an earlier in his run. He had a close call.
This is right in the starting zone, fighting those Grelkins. Let's see. Dude, listening to that chill music. I don't see anything going wrong in the starting zone. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I didn't review it. I just went through and that was what was said.
I guess he's pulling when he's low, which could be problematic.
Ooh. Oh, it does on aggro. They're non-social.
Yeah, non-social. He's at 10. He might barely survive here. 7, 4. Oh my god. 1. He's at 1 health. Okay, yeah, that was pretty lucky.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah. That's how people are getting dropped by those boars. Last time, with they're just getting 1v1 by the boars. Those were deadly in the last cup challenge, and it's just that's what happens. You just end up in this position where they're out damaging your health pool, and you got nothing.
Yep.
You got nothing. Tactics is up to 10.
He's up to 10, yeah, about halfway through.
Wait, did everyone?
And interesting thing looking at this right now is he has tailoring enchanting. So by the looks of it, it looks like he's going for that lesser, at least the lesser wand. Does he should have it already, maybe though at 10. Maybe he's about to make it right now. Hex of Weakness is cool. Little Troll Priest racial right there. He's already used a couple sticky glues, which you might as well, right? You want to ideally use all those by the time the challenge is over.
8 hours, yeah.
Yeah. So doing pretty good, I think, for a priest. Priests have been one of the slower classes, if not the slowest class actually in the hardcore challenge.
Tuna just hit level 10 as well.
Damn.
Rocking into Spirit Tap. He's in the Barrow Cave right now.
No.
He brought fairly low by a 2-pack, but he's fine.
You're telling me he's in the Night Elf Barrow Cave?
Yeah.
We should watch that.
Without even looking at this stream, guys, I guarantee you he's about to die. Here we go. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's actually full health right now. He's no mana. But
okay, that can
he's
change
doing
very
well.
quickly. I'm calling it right now. I'm like the great Bambino calling the shot right now. He's about to perish. We can watch this happen in real time. Let me grab a drink real quick. I'm sorry, Tuna Tornado. I love you, bro, but you're done.
And we have all the.
Oh man, as a healer, like
now all we
you,
have to do is go kill Rage Claw.
he's all the way in there, isn't he? No bags though, man. He's hurting on the bag space. It looks
I've been
like.
with him every day for a while now because of the virus. Oh, that's good. Well,
Did he already
the virus
finish him?
isn't good, but
Is that the dude right there? He's
if you're
dead.
home. He's about to die.
Every civilian scream, "Dip out now! Get
Dip out
out!"
now. That's what he said.
Oh man.
Nah, we're not dying.
But no, that's one thing too. Like I think it's really big as a
I
healer when
believe
you're playing through and you're in these catchy situations. Just make sure you have mana. Make sure you have backup mana. Like you don't want to deplete yourself unless you are like ready to blow a potion or you are fully in order to do more than just try to DPS your way out.
We got the shaman charm in the first kill.
Some of these, another thing too. I think like as a priest, you can do if you're again not in the race. You just wait for that weakened soul to fall off. You can get a double shield right out of the gate. Even if you're fighting a particularly hard mob, something you want to get a little edge on at the beginning. Put that up. Let the weakened soul fall off. You get the full value of the shield, and then you can put another one up right away.
Nice.
Yeah, it is fairly mana intensive early on though, so it is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, gotcha. That could be something to be considered.
All right, so the plan is we're gonna have these two to turn in.
That's
We're gonna
yeah.
do this one, we're gonna grab this.
I think
and
just
then
monitoring when
think,
you pop off certain
down here,
abilities is
we'll
really
do
big
Ursula
too in
Mauler.
in hardcore. Just knowing what you're using when, so that you have it available for those situations. Like always leaving a little gas in the tank.
Did he die yet?
It's just
Speed things up.
not yet. He's doing okay.
He's fine. He's a priest. He's defensive.
Actually, we might just
Nah,
do
Make
he-
sure he's got full mana before he goes anywhere.
Okay.
These mobs are green to him. He's level 10.
Okay, he might survive because he's a priest and because they're green to him, but they're
You're
still
just terrified.
this
Dark
place.
Ghost.
I still think he's about 60% chance he dies. We'll see.
But yeah, just managing those things and being careful about it. Like, see, don't no need to conserve the water. If you die, it doesn't do you any good.
True. Yo, any beer drinkers in the chat, dude? I'm about to crack a cold one right now. It's about that time.
don't challenge
I
me.
might get some wine, to be honest. Kind of
Damn.
feeling it.
Dude, it's so sophisticated.
Let me see.
Nah,
He's gonna get a glass of wine in his pipe.
My family's French, so they
Guys
at
ever,
least part French Canadian.
you guys ever had
They
this?
surrender a lot. Oh, okay.
Part French
No.
Canadian.
This
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
is a good beer right here. You guys ever had this? I
It looks familiar.
What beer?
don't know if you can read it from there.
What kind of IPA is it? That actually does look familiar.
Lagunitas.
Oh,
looks
Lagunitas, dude. That was all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I
Yeah.
drank in college. man.
Lagunitas slash.
We actually we splurged in the Lagunitas. We didn't want to fucking drink the Natty Light.
Oh, the
And
Natty
roommate and I would
Light,
always go
dude.
in on like a 24 pack of Lagunitas.
That's
Lagunitas,
funny.
It's good stuff, man.
I made the mistake the other
Ice
day.
cold.
DC showed up. He showed up on my stream, and I think I had 14 beers for breakfast, and I hadn't eaten anything, and it was like just downhill the rest of the day.
Oh man, the drinky
Sponsored.
crew. Nice
Oh my
craft
God.
beer. Is it
All
a
right,
craft
I'm
beer? I usually just drink Coors Light. Coors Light. I still got it, but I don't know.
I don't mind like shitty beer. Like people are always like, I feel like people are so
Beer
stingy about
snobs?
beers. Yeah, but like
I'll make jokes. about stuff, but like it's never serious. Like, you know what I mean? Drink whatever you freaking like. You know, like I was at the beer store before all this lockdown shit, and there was some dude. He literally had like a fucking appliance cart with like 6 cases of Coors Light, and I was like, you know, they got water over at the wholesale store, right? And he just looked at me, and I was like, let me get my case of water, and I just grabbed my Miller Lite, and he just looked at me like he didn't understand what I was saying.
That's funny, man. Thing is, okay, so this is a great beer, right? I can sip on 1, maybe 2, but on the second one, there's a diminishing return on my enjoyment of drinking a lot of Lagunitas. Coors Light, I can crush a 6-pack of Coors Light and think nothing of it and just be like in a great jovial state of mind because the sessionability is so high. The IPAs are great, but you know,
they'll get you.
One thimble at a time, man.
So he's making his way out here safely, it looks like. So that's a good thing, huh?
Cargo's not is a shitty fucking Bambino, looks like.
No, dude, he hasn't made it out yet. He still has to do.
Bro, he's
out.
One more loop and he's out of here.
Like the other thing you got to remember too is like when you get to a certain point in these caves too, like what is your no return, right? If he's got the ability to run and survive, no matter how far in is he, that's big too.
Meanwhile, Koiv is still grinding. Is he level 14 now? Or 13?
Hold up, did he do the
13?
He's
Damn.
13. He's 13. He's still
Damn.
grinding. So he's gonna grind to level 14 here, looking for the heavy maze.
That makes sense though. It's his power curve.
Yeah, he's banking on it, dude. So it should respawn by that amount of time, I think.
You would hope.
Did he?
He
didn't do the hardest part of this quest yet, though. Isn't the hardest part of this quest you turn this in to this guy, to like a druid guy, and then I forgot what happens next because everyone dies before then. But something bad. So some next part of the quest you have to kill like a named guy down at the bottom or something, right? And then you die.
Yeah, Zaren's up to 13 as well.
How far through is he up to 13?
I just closed it. I'm just updating the sheet. Let me pull it back up. He is looks like 30-40% in.
So he's already caught up to Koiv.
Yeah. That's
Koiv. He's past Koiv. If he's 30-40% in, he's at or past Koiv.
No,
so, and he's hitting Darkshore, right? So he's gonna get that spike, right? And he's gonna take it. There's no way the Paladin beats the Hunter. That's just unless he's feeling pressure,
unless he dies.
That's the only way. But he hasn't died the past 2 challenges. He's never died in the hardcore challenge.
Never say never.
Like on these cups, so.
I never died in a hardcore until that one time.
Oh man, we got a lot of other stream links too. Okay, this is great. Thanks for sharing all these guys. I'm just waiting to see this guy die real quick, and then we'll switch. He'll probably die on this spawn.
Are they posting them in the Discord?
Yeah, they're posted in the stream link section on the Discord.
Oh frick. Okay. I've just been pulling them out of chat, so I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna scan through some of these and try to update a few.
Thanks, man. Let's see here. So apparently he already did kill the named guy. I'm gonna be really, really impressed if he makes it out of this place. This place is my least favorite place in WoW. I mean, I don't mean that like a mean-spirited way. I just think this place is so toxic, like North said. It is so rough in this place.
Yeah, no, the Barrow Caves are fucking toxic. No matter what Barrow Cave it is, the Fellwood Barrow Cave type shit, toxic. The fucking, the Stone Talon one, toxic. The Night Elf one here, toxic. The Ashenvale ones, toxic. Like, every single Barrow Cave is an invariable fucking death trap.
Mm-hmm. Really is. Like, right now, like, he's killing 2, right? But the thing is, if you pull 3, you're done. Like, with any class, which happens. I feel like you pull 3 in here, like, it could happen at any time. Something could just spawn on him. All right, let's see if he's truly done with this quest.
Let's get rid of the apple.
Okay.
Inventory is full.
I'm gonna be so shocked if he makes it out of here alive. Damn, I think he did it. Is he done?
Okay.
Now we just hearts out?
He's got the green. He's out of there, dude.
Wow, bro. Good for you, Tuna, man. Good for you.
He already killed Grage's Claw. He's out of there. Like, nice and smooth. He's gonna hit the Darkshore curve soon after this. He's piping, dude. He's doing really well.
He is doing really well. He died early in the last competition, so it's great to see Tuna doing well. Man, proving me wrong. This guy, yeah. Good for you, man. I'd just heart out of there if I were you, though, bro. Oh, it's on 17-minute cooldown. Okay.
That's another big thing too. Keeping your Hearthstone available whenever you're actually doing cave quests like that. So if you feel that pinch, you just back up to the safe spot you still have and then hearth out.
Hold up. Don't tell me he's ahead of Tactics. He's 10 and 45%. Let's see. Tactics is...
Tuna kind of slowed down 8 to 10 though.
I tune in.
that
Tactics
bad.
about to die. Tactics about to die.
Oh!
12%. Sticky
The
glue.
board, no way.
Oh.
No way. The sleepy board.
Hot.
The raptor!
The sticky glue. Is that what that was?
It was. It saved his life right there, man.
There you go. That's the out,
Fucking
man.
Crit, dude.
You know,
That's
I'm.
it.
Damn, you
Ow.
love to see it, man.
The
You
clutch
love to see
play.
it. Are they? I can't see the XP on him. What's the XP on him? It's covered up by the.
Oh
top.
yeah. It's he is. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he is 76% in. 76.
Oh, wow. So he's piping. He has a sizable lead on Tuna.
But still, though,
got like half
I
of
mean, Tactics is one of the best levelers like on the planet, man. And Tuna, I love Tuna, but I think I don't know if he's done a lot of speed leveling or done a whole lot. So I'm trying to shield for Tuna here that Tuna is doing exceptionally well this run, that he's keeping up.
And he's playing
in the same
it
ballpark.
kind of defensive, right? Like he played that barrel cave very defensively, where it looks like Tactics is really pushing, almost dying there without the glue.
You think he would have died there with no glue? I think so.
Yeah, I think he would have 100%. That was my read. I
Raptor
thought
has
I was like, oh, he's
fast attacks
dead.
as well.
And then he got
Yeah.
that, man. He got that. Whew.
Yeah, but he probably had it in his back pocket the whole time. He was probably perfectly aware of that. It's probably not a reactionary thing. He's probably like, yeah, we're fine. We got the
Like,
we got
I
the
can
glue.
play
We're
it. I
chilling.
can
It's
play
all
it.
melee mobs. Yeah.
Tactics might be a little bit ahead, though. I'm thinking about it right now because he already trained his 10 skills and he has Mind Blast now, and he also has a wand crafted and everything. Tuna didn't train any of his 10 skills and didn't have his wand crafted or any of that. So he has to go through like a whole 15-20 minute thing of going to the city, training it all up, doing all
Actually,
this.
Tuna's almost 50% though, so Tuna's not even that far behind.
Yeah, but he has to spend like 15-20 minutes crafting the wand if he's going to go that route.
But he's gonna hit the Dark Shore fucking boost. So
Maybe if you're Dark Shore, you don't
he's
craft the
not
wand
gonna-
then, maybe.
You don't craft the wand. No, you go for the Dark Shore wand.
Where, how do you get that wand again?
It's from the quest, the Bashal Iran.
Mm.
It's from the last part of it though. So you have to you do the 2 initial quests at Bashal Iran, and then you do the quest in the south, the Highborn. But that's part of loop number 1. So
I see. How did he get the one? He crafted it, actually. He has enchanting and tailoring, and he actually crafted it. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we have a... Let's just check out some of these new streams, because there's a bunch of them flooding in here. We'll check in on some new people that haven't been up on the stream before. Starting with...
Let me ask you this while I'm doing this real quick. Is it helping that I'm dropping this stuff in that sheet, or is that like a waste of my time?
No, it's hugely helpful. It's hugely helpful.
Okay.
It's amazing.
I was say if it's not a benefit, like I'm just gonna stop doing it, because then I can pay a little better attention.
No, I have it up right now. I see all this. It looks really good. So many people playing, man. It's just amazing. Oh, this guy's offline, so he might have died. I hate to see that.
nope.
A Warlock level 11.75 got wand at 10. I think he died. Let's look at his videos. No video sound. Okay. Oh, never mind. I missed the letter.
You know one thing that kills me too is when I look at people's UIs and I can't see what level they are. There's like nothing showing what level they are, and I'm like, what?
That's my UI. I don't show what level I am.
This guy's video quality is 628p. That is the most bizarre and random number I've ever heard in my entire life. I stream in 1920 by 1080. I'm more of a 628p guy myself, actually.
Like to keep them guessing. Like to keep them guessing.
What is he streaming on an iPad or something? What is... he's doing well, though, man. You see that he's using the imp instead of the Void Walker. Okay, I get it, you imp shill. I love the Void Walker. He's my blueberry. I love him, dude, especially in those early levels. But a lot of these Warlocks prefer the imp. I get it. You like your little glass cannon.
Yeah, we got a 13 Warlock I'm looking at right now.
13. Piping, dude.
13
Let me put it in
Warlock.
the chat here.
What's Aladar at right now?
Let me put it in. It's
Wait, 13 is...
Tommy Salami.
That is really
That's
good.
That's killing it, dude. That's killing it.
Tommy Salami. That is really good. That's up there with Koiv and Zerant. Okay, let's check this out. That is, you love to see it because warlocks need to show up. Yeah, right.
That's what I said, man.
Let's take a look. Oh man, this guy is confident. Check this out. In the title, he says HCC 3, 8-hour hardcore, no deaths leveling event, aiming for level 20.5. That would be.
Look at it. That'd be impressive. I mean, what was our top contender? Our top contender was that last time, wasn't it? 1920.
As a warlock, was like 17 or 18.
No. I mean, the top contender, not just class contender.
Yeah, it was like 20.
I mean.
So, honestly, I'm so happy this guy is using the Voidwalker too, and he has this really lofty goal right here, 20.5, because this will actually reinstill a lot of faith in warlocks. Because to be honest, look at him tempoing out dynamite for damage.
I know, dude, and he's got that just getting that staff swings in there.
Oh my!
He's
spicy.
dynamite.
Spicy.
Yeah, man, he's tempoing out dynamite for damage and weaving
What a
some.
fucking baller, dude! Holy shit!
Going hard.
Hit with the corruption into the fucking dynamite, dude. It's pulling some fucking MC orange parser strats out into here.
Big slappage, man. Big slappage.
I mean, he's doing really well. Is he really 13? He's really 13. We need to come up with like a loose ranking right now of like who we think is the front runners right now.
I've been updating it as I pull up the streams with the level there, so you can see.
Oh, that's huge, man! You're a beast.
I mean, it's not like it's not 100% current because I've been adding new people, not updating it per se, unless you bring them up. But that's kind of what I've got as the last standing.
Man, it is so good to see a warlock though, like showing up like this, man, because it was the class that probably was the most, I don't want to say underwhelming, but like people were surprised that they were behind, right? Like, because you think pet class, multi-dotting, great sustain, and then you show, and then they end of the competition at like level 16, 17 or something like that. You go, damn, I thought they would have placed a little bit higher comparatively to other classes with warriors and rogues and stuff.
Yeah, but their ability up to 10 is pretty meager, and then after 10, like they don't really. I feel like they're not really off the ground until around 15 or so.
Yeah. Man, this guy ain't playing though. He has 3 lesser healing potions too. Not even the minors, man. This guy's already up to the next tier. Big misplay though with no long jaw mud slappers. He wasted way too much money on that cheese. He could have got some cheap ass food for a fraction of the price. But he is a warlock.
This stream is sponsored by Long John Mud Snappers, by the way. Just in case anyone had any shadow of a doubt that it wasn't.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Long jaw mud slappers.
So
get them while they're hot.
13 and 10, 20, 30. I love he's using the Voidwalker, man. Most warlocks that like try to speed level or are enthusiasts of leveling warlocks, they love the imp, man. They really do. But I love he's using the Voidwalker here. Makes me so happy. I'm a big Voidwalker guy myself. Tempoing out the dynamite like a boss. No wand, so he's hitting him with the staff. We got to keep an eye on this.
That's
dude.
what you got, man.
Hit him with the gat, boy.
All right.
The multi-dot and the multi-staff hit. Let's fucking go, dude.
Let's see here. So we have a mediocre dog. We'll check this dude out here. Get some new faces up on the stream here. Okay, we have a bald gnome warlock with a mullet. Nice choice, nice choice.
Bald with a mullet.
Bald with a mullet. You're a gnome connoisseur, man. How do you feel about this gnome?
Depends. If he has angry face with the mullet, it's acceptable. If he doesn't have angry face or the pedo face with the mullet, if he has no beard, then it's kind of cringe.
What is
Really
what is a pedo face? Is that like a...
Oh, bro, the pedo face is legendary.
He's like, hold on. It's Jared from Subway.
Is that
actually though?
By pedo, you mean like...
It's fucking terrifying. With the beard, it looks fine. It's the one with kind of like blue-gray eyes. But if you have it with no beard, it's like cheeks are kind of like pushed together, so there's this like weird parting of the lips, like ever so slightly, that just looks like it's like mouth breathing on children. It's really bad.
Oh god. Well, he's off to a decent start here, level 9.
It's got that Mr. Biden creepy look.
Truth.
Hey, how you doing? I'm just gonna lean over and touch you.
What is he just
Sorry, no politics. I'm sorry. I
can't tell.
It's all
I
good.
can't tell what I can't tell what face
Oh
he is.
man.
Let's take a look at Aladar, man. We've been looking at a lot of warlocks. I'm curious to see where Aladar is 10, almost 11, which is pretty
One
good.
was level 9.
Yeah, I would
I
have.
can't believe that human warlock. I feel like the human starting zone is just like the human so much better just because of your access to Void Walker, right? Or you get that extra quest and you have the Void Walker quest there, whereas Gnome doesn't have. Gnome has to actually go down to get the Void Walker quest.
Going into this, I would have thought that Aladar would be heavily favored to win the warlock because he actually has been practicing a lot and he has really improved his times. And it's just, you know, all the prep is there, and then out of nowhere, this other new contender warlock, you know.
This warlock piping up with the paladin. I mean, he could catch up. What was the link to the
other warlock
stream? Was it
Tommy
I
Salami.
got another warlock here that's 12 right now as well. I'm putting him in the list.
So I'm pulling for Aladar. He's a big friend of the channel, man. I hope he's getting that intel where someone's letting him know that he's got to turn it up. So if you imagine you guys are playing, right, North and Dock, and you're actually in this competition and you're trying to be class lead. That is helpful to you if someone comes in and says, "Hey, look, this other dude is higher than you." Is that going to affect it? Because there are ways to play more aggressively in this game, right? While you're leveling.
Yeah,
like,
you just start pulling out the stops. You either make it or break it. Like you do the risk it for the biscuit, eh?
Yep. You start probably. What do you do to catch up if you're behind right now? I wonder. Do you do risky quests that you would not normally do and just try to go for broke with them?
I mean, with the marathon leveling that it is, right? Like, I don't really think that you're gonna, I think that maybe you pull more mobs than you otherwise would, right? You like go for
shave those edges,
like riskier combat, right? So long as you know it's like within a reasonable margin of error that you won't just necessarily die. Don't pull 4 mobs on a warrior, but you start like consistently doing 2 pulls on a warrior.
Yeah.
But I feel like for a lot of classes, they don't really gain an advantage from that. Mage, for instance, doesn't really gain an advantage from pulling multiple mobs at a time until later on. So I feel like some classes you could swap over on the mage, you could swap over to more riskier AoE grinding. Warrior or rogue, you could swap over to riskier, like multi-mob pulling. But
what is your current
like only on like warrior?
What is your current thoughts on the mage meta North? Can you still AoE grind at 14 with frost armor?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
We have never seen a mage in these past 3 tournaments attempt to do that at 14.
Incredibly risky.
Dangerous.
It is so dangerous.
Is it worth it? Is it actually worth it though? If you can do it?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
As the pioneer of that, I credit myself for coming up with that shit. Okay, that shit is so toxic.
What if you had
without leeway? You can do it without leeway. Entirely possible to do it, never die. Entirely possible. With leeway, it's sometimes you get one too many resists, you fucks. Right. If you have good gear, if you get the God run, okay, and you get like a lot of Eagle gear, like as you roll into Westfall, it's really worth, because what you do is essentially you come out of Darkshore, right? You come out of Darkshore, you pipe in Darkshore. You come out, you're level 14, you're level 15 coming out of Darkshore, and you go to the Knolls, and you're beautifully set up to just, pipe your way through the gaps in the Westfall questing, right? So you can essentially just go straight into Lakeshire like round 1, and depending on where your Hearthstone is, because if you're a gnome, your Hearthstone probably is going to still be in Locked In at this point because you used Darkshore and then kind of exited Darkshore with it. You can then use
use what? You cut out for a second.
Sorry, there's this warrior trying to murder me. But you can use use that teleport back, so you could then just make up the difference, get to level 17 or so that you want to do the Loch Modan quests, do those, and then head into Redridge, right, like tier, like loop 1 Redridge. So it actually does, like, it's a significant gap. The thing is it's better as 2-man just because it's more consistent. If you're really falling behind though, I think that's definitely, it's one of the classes where you can actually come back from being behind. I remember in the Grizzly leveling competition, we where I won the money to get this hat. Actually, that's actually where the hat came from.
Dude, I love that hat, bro.
Yeah, we were behind because we didn't fit Darkshore into our route. Because I went for this like anti.
What do you mean? Was it a 5-man leveling? What was it?
No, it was 2-man. It was 2-man. It was 2-man mage. And what we did was we did late Elwyn Forest after Loch Medan into the AoE grinding, and we were behind for we were behind even from when we got in there. We were behind for a while, like when we got into the AoE grinding. But as soon as we hit like the lull, like right after Darkshore, where they had to make the big trek, the other mages, to our half of the our continent, that's when we caught up. And like you go to the second AoE grinding spot, and it really starts to pick up, especially as 2 men. Like you're getting a ton of XP from it.
No, I don't think
if you're doing it properly and you're really min-maxing with all of your water. So it does end up being pretty strong if you do it right. But it is incredibly risky, especially for hardcore.
And
for dual
for
leveling,
solo.
I imagine we'll see it. For dual leveling, I would, if you're having a dual leveling, I might break out the old dual level strats with Reglare.
That would be tight.
Give it a shot, because it would be fun to.
I would love to see 2
come back to
mages,
that.
like motivated, good mages, trying to push it, dude. That'd be so sick to watch.
Now, here's something I've contemplated, and maybe it's more of a me thing than certain other people would be interested in. But I feel like if you're gonna do the duos, like the caveat would be, or the hang up would be, is like random matchups. Like have them sign up by like region, and then who they are, and then you have to like randomize. Like you set up a randomization before, and you get stuck with another person. You only find out maybe like give them like a 60-minute window of this is who your partner is. The problem is though somebody doesn't show, I guess. But I don't know. It just went through my head. Like I don't know. It just went through my head. Like I always thought that like pick a designated lead to follow, or you'd have to do something, something to try and account for the randomness.
And
of
you
it.
could even try that and just do a 1 to 10 with that and see how it works out. Just have the caveat where both of you have to hit level 10. At the like in order for it to be complete, and maybe just like try a trial run with that. I don't know, because it takes some of the strategy out of it. Like you really can't push it as hard if that's what you're looking for. But then it does create
creates
like
a dynamic, right?
Yeah, but say a warrior gets in a group with a priest or something, and then you have a double warrior group. It's just like, okay, right? Like you're just kind of boned by virtue of being double warrior.
Do you think double mage would win in a duo comp?
It depends on how long the competition is.
Let's say 8 hours.
Yeah, I think mage wins in if it's duo like that.
That'd be sick, man. I think
duo hunter doesn't get a lot of synergy, and hunter's the best competition for it. I think paladin warrior actually comes up. Like paladin warrior, I think is one of the biggest contenders, because paladin and warrior get a lot of synergy from one another.
One of the problems that
Especially in
you
first
see though
areas.
is you're gonna be competing for items too. Like you have to decide who gets the weapon, who gets.
But you just toss everything to the warrior, and the paladin has its base damage. That's fine, and you're essentially augmenting the warrior, and a lot of you're obviously not gonna get like double heavy spiked mace or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's as big of a deal for that. For mage, it can be annoying as well that you kind of have to like you have to like tally out the gear. What we did in my group though is I literally just gave myself all the gear, over Reglare, because it's just better to have it on. If you have a better if you.
It's
have
more effective use of it.
Yeah, if you can actually if one mage is significantly better than the other, then you can actually just give it to the one mage who can clutch out more pulls than the other one.
Crick started about an hour late, and he's already 9. He started. I mean, that's pretty good, considering he started so late.
Westfall Knolls at Crick's though. Westfall Knolls at 14, and then Lakeshire Knolls are. I do the not Lakeshire Knolls, but the like Shadowpaw Knolls, the beginning ones. You can do those at around 18.
Gotcha.
And so you do 14 to 16 at the Westfall Knolls on the west coast, and then you do.
And the crabs too.
Dust
I remember when you showed me that tip. You were giving me a live
yeah,
tutorial. Those crabs
well.
were great.
Yeah, you do the crabs. You do that up to 16, maybe 17, and then you do 17 to 18, or 16 to 18, or 16 to 19, depending on how you want to do it. You probably would go a little over in a hardcore challenge just to make sure the resists are less. So you probably go like a level over. So you probably like farm it to 17 and then go 17 to 19 on the other two, and then go to Lakeshire or go to Red Ridge and then do the initial Shadow Paw nulls, because those are, I believe, 22. I want to say, like the early ones you can do, and you can do the poachers as well. I actually forget where that spot is. I forget which one you do in Red Ridge, because I don't think you do those early ones. Those are like 22 to 24. You could do those like duo at level 20 or 21. But I think you would do the other nulls up until then. But you include the questing route, so you do the early quests in Red Ridge as a duo.
Worm Shield, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry.
Oh, he ended up dying. Yeah, due to DC. That's unfortunate. Koiv looking pretty good here. I mean, the thing is, so that one part in his guide where you're saying grind to 14, I feel like that's one of the weaker parts of his guide. He's just doing that because he's trying to get that. He's desperately trying to get that heavy spike mace. I'm not sure if he got it or not. He might have, because he's not 14 yet, and he's already left that area. So he might have the heavy spike mace.
Look at his inventory. It doesn't. I don't see it in there.
It's closed right now, but yeah.
Just look at his inventory when he brings it up next.
Yeah.
I updated the level list in the last couple of minutes here. I went through everybody that's on the sheet that I have so far, and it looks like we've got 2 people at 13. There is 3 people at 13.
3 people at 13.
No, wait, 1, 2.
Why do I feel like Zeron?
I say 4, because you got Kobe, you've got Jamin at 13, you've got Tommy Salami at 13, and you've got Kalix at 13.
Ooh, Zerant at 14. Zerant's in the lead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
He just grabbed it. He must have grabbed it while I was doing the updates.
Yeah, he just dinged. Zerant in the lead. All is as it should be. Big Zerant pulling ahead.
And he's hitting the pipe spot. He's really, really going to hit the pipe spot here.
And remember, he was 7 minutes behind, hitting level 12. He is now back in the green. He is 1 minute and 6 seconds faster, hitting 14 than his previous best, because that's how that works, right, North? So that's he made up some time. Maybe he was feeling the heat. Maybe somebody gave him some intel saying, "Look, man, there's a paladin right above you right now," and he just turned on the jets. But I wonder if there's any hunters out there giving him a run for his money right now that we may not even be tracking right now. If you are a high level, definitely please share it with us. All right, so Zerant 14. Let's take a look at Jamin and check on him.
He's still Koiv is still, like, even with the long grind that he's like lost a lot of efficiency on, still mostly keeping up.
Is there any world where you think Koiv actually gains on the hunter once he hits 14
I mean,
and
he
uses
will
his
gain
spike?
when he gets into Darkshore, but I'm just worried about the transition into Darkshore. Like, that's just going to lose him so much time, because he hasn't lost any time to that, like, yet. He's invested some time into trying to get the mace. Looks like he's still grinding trogs. So
he's making gains, but he's stuck there.
Yeah, he's not like, but you will have the hunter also. Unless the hunter leaves at 20, there's no real efficiency gain in terms of speed that the hunter's going to have to make up for the time lost. So they'll both have time lost, and the paladin will have less because the paladin can do the jump skip. So ultimately, if you look at like the Darkshore, like the transition to and from Darkshore, the paladin's going to get more value out of his. Right, ultimately. So like that's kind of he's got, and that's at least enough time right now. We can consider that at least a couple of bars. So they're probably neck and neck right now if you pull that into consideration. If he can get the spiked mace, I think he can get it, and I think he realizes that. And I think that's why he's still staying.
He's making the investment for the return.
I think he needs the mace to be competitive.
Because
there's no other way.
Like you said, the hunter hit that pump spot right there. Like, he got that big tempo. He already blew through it, a little bit of it. Like some of the really easy quests, like the bear trap quest.
But he's not. He's about to hit like the big bulk of it, and he hasn't hit that yet. He's doing.
What do you consider the big bulk of it? Because I mean, some of those
when you do the wash to shore. So when you do loop, like it's still part of the first time in the zone. But when you do loop 2, and you go up, so after you capture the first thistle bear, when you're killing thistle bears, when you're killing the night stalker for the night stalker fangs and that stuff, that loop that goes up and gets the enchanted crystal vial as well, and gets the fur bulk fruit, and gets all the wash to shore quests all at the same time. That's really the money route in Darkshore.
I see. So Jamin's doing pretty well. We haven't really seen another shaman, I don't think. There was a couple, I guess, but nothing. Yeah, we'll have to keep this in mind. Level 12, almost 13 though.
Ironforge. Koiv, Hearth to Ironforge, no mace. So he's given up on the mace. He hit 14, immediately goes back. Like the second he hits 14, immediately goes back. So I think it's kind of, I don't know. Like they're neck and neck here, and he's gonna get that burst, but I just don't see if Zeron is playing on his game, like I just don't see the Paladin catching up. There's no mechanic for it.
The unfortunate thing is that if you don't get the heavy spiked mace, what other weapon do you get? Like, you know, you can get the Sword of Westfall, I guess, but I mean, you have to kill stuff that's like level 17, the Highwayman and the Path. It takes a while to work your way up to that. You know, the People's Militia Sword, and it's not even that great at the end of the day. The heavy spike mace is way better. What do you upgrade your weapon? He's still probably using the Vagash mace right now, I would imagine.
Like, I think there's is it Midnight Axe or something like that? But that's from Theramore, and I don't remember what level it is. I think it's in the that might be in the mid 20s zone. I think that's too high.
One mistake that I think he made as well is because eventually he's probably gonna he's probably not gonna come back to Lochmanan now that he has the Ironforge Hearth. So looks like he might not go for Lochmanan Loop 2, but if he was going to go for Lochmanan Loop 2, he should have grinded, Koyev, he should have grinded down to the southeast of Ironband's excavation site and just grinded the mobs down towards there, because he's level 14 now, so he could have ground those very easily and gotten the quest to go back to set up the escort in Ironforge. So it doesn't look like, I don't think that he actually did that. So that's free XP that he could have wasted that he could have used while grinding if he was going to give up on the heavy spiked mace.
So we're popping back over to Calyx right now. Guys, I mean, he's doing well. He's level 13 right now, right? As a warrior. That's better than Jamin right now. He's 13 as an orc warrior. I can't help but wonder, though, if going to this Tirisfal is the right play, because he's still killing greys and green mobs right now. I wonder if he knows something I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some really free quests here. If you look at his quest log, he has 4 quests completed right now. At war with the Scarlet Crusade.
The early loop, the first loop in Silverpine, is not bad. The first loop in Silverpine is solid. The problem with the first loop in Silverpine is that you're usually not high enough to actually, you're usually 9, almost 10 coming out of Tirisfal. So if he comes in, which he did, higher than level 10, he should be fine. That being said, he only came in, I believe he was he 11?
He came here at 10, I thought. At 10, remember he was riding back to work?
He came in here at 10. He was already 10 in the Barrens. So he was about to ding 11. He came here, he dings 11. He goes into a zone that's a little underleveled, which is a massive advantage for Warrior, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to make a big gain there.
I think that is worth.
Well, look at his level times, though. He's getting closer and closer every time he dings to his on pace.
But what happened to him that he was 25, almost 26 minutes behind hitting level 11? That is like a disaster. You know,
it might have been a run where he tried War Chiefs earlier in the build.
Oh, that must have been it.
It could be any number.
No, that's it. That had to have been it. He deviated off his normal path to go get world buffs. Right?
Yeah,
which looks like, I mean, if that is his normal path, that could be that. I mean, that's a bad transition. No matter how you shake it, it just doesn't look good. If he's still 8 minutes behind on his last level compared to a non-world buff run, but I don't think that's it. I think that maybe it's maybe it was just like a god run, right? Maybe it was a god run with world buffs, where he got a really early lucky weapon, or maybe an RFC run.
Maybe his thought process here is that, and maybe we're looking at it. Maybe he's looking at it the opposite way. So to my mind, when you have these world buffs, it seems like the best play to just sit there and grind and get maximum value from these world buffs. But maybe he's thinking that quests are.
He's getting ready to do the skip.
Okay.
Over to Wetlands.
Oh, that's a good call. As a warlock?
No, I think.
How's that even possible?
Wait, what?
He's going to skip to Wetlands as a warlock.
That's what he said he's doing. He's climbing up. He's climbing up the hillside, right by the tunnel.
Where even is he, bro? He's by Lochmadan or something?
Yeah, he's in the northwest corner.
Maybe it's. Maybe it was just like a god run, right? Maybe it was a god run with world buffs, where he got a really early lucky weapon, or maybe an RFC run.
Maybe his thought process here is that, and maybe we're looking at it. Maybe he's looking at it the opposite way. So to my mind, when you have these world buffs, it seems like the best play to just sit there and grind and get maximum value from these world buffs. But maybe he's thinking that quests are.
He's getting ready to do the skip.
Okay.
Over to Wetlands.
Oh, that's a good call. As a warlock?
No, I think.
How's that even possible?
Wait, what?
He's going to skip to Wetlands as a warlock.
That's what he said he's doing.
Might not be
He's
aware
climbing
of
up.
death.
He's climbing up the hillside, right by the tunnel.
Where
Let's
even
see-
is
see what
he,
he does
bro?
here.
He's by
But-
Loch Madon or something?
Yeah, he's in the northwest corner of Lockman. He's in the lock.
Without dying, and then you get to the excavation site on the other side. It's a little risky, but there's not that many mobs in the excavation site like at the beginning part. So
Hold up, I've never seen anyone in my life do this. What is
it looks
this?
like it's hard to actually like. Looks like the actual mechanic.
I've never seen anyone in my life do this. What is
It looks
this?
like it's hard to actually like. Looks like the actual mechanics of it are difficult.
He's like parkouring up walls and shit that I never even knew you could go up. I don't even know where he is right now. I'm disoriented.
Oh, there it is. There it is. No, this is
brain.
the classic.
Huge brain.
This is the classic skip. This is the this is how you get to Old Ironforge, by doing the slow fall maneuver.
How is that not a cliff? It looks like you should just eat shit right there.
That's what I'm saying, man. He definitely practiced this a lot, right? He
No,
definitely.
this is an old. This is an old route. This is an old. Wait, is this actually the same? This looks like. Is it the same? I think it is.
I feel like
I think
he was
it is
in
a well-known route.
I feel like he was in Loch Madon when he went up here, though, right? I saw the green
yeah, he
grass.
was.
He
Yeah,
was,
you
he
have
was,
to do
he
it
was.
from the lock.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do it from the lock,
Stay
and then
tuned.
what happens is you're look where he's out in the hills.
But he's still gonna have to
So he
fall
gets-
down
I'm
a
not
super.
sure how much.
If this is right
No,
by
no.
Nomergon, right? Like, so this is he's walking towards the area of where Nomergon. Like, you jump down.
Yeah,
to
he's walking
Nomergon.
towards the airfield. You don't actually have to die from any of these falls.
Okay, that's the curious part because he doesn't have slow fall or anything, so he has to find a specific place that you don't die at when you jump off. Which I'm sure he's tested if
Yes.
he's doing it on stream, demonstrating it. So I'm excited to see this. Okay.
He's 14 as well, and he should gain tempo on, like, if anyone, I'm not looking at Koiv anymore, because Koiv's not gaining tempo on him relative, and like they're both at the same spot, the Warlock and the Paladin, and I think the Warlock really comes online like 15, 16 when you get like, because you get into the second row of talents, which is hugely beneficial to Warlock, I feel like. So
I'm so glad this guy's in the competition this time, man. I'm so glad we have a great Warlock. You know, like a really like exceptional Warlock right here, right, Doc? And like, I mean, it's been.
Yeah, Warlock's like.
I've been waiting for this.
I was talking to Crix. I was talking to this guy. I said, I feel like there's been a non-overperforming Warlock like in the competition.
We haven't
Meaning, like,
seen
they're
like
doing
a
okay, but they're not
truly-
like.
yeah.
This guy's like leaping forward. I think people can take a lot from this guy's run.
This guy has a shot at like, you know, top 3, you know, for as a lock, which we'd love to see because we haven't seen a lock even close.
I'm surprised you haven't seen mages that close. I'm curious what mages are really
Yeah, not
are
too
playing
close.
that you haven't seen.
They end
just,
up
like, in
around
top
17, 18 after the whole thing, you know, maybe like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, but there's no way a warrior or a fucking rogue should outpace a mage, especially because mages 1 to 10 is just so much better than theirs.
It's true. I mean, warriors are pretty good though. 1 to 10. I did a warrior the other day. 130, 133 or something to 10. It's on my YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a I think this is a close call clip, and I think we have another death clip here in a second.
At this point, I'm just disoriented. I don't even know where he's at, but I'm looking forward to see where he makes that
He's
final
at the airfield
jump.
right now. Look at his minimap. Look at his minimap. He just passed the airfield.
Okay.
So the trick here is you pass the airfield.
Yo, are
and he's
those
gonna go
bears
down
supposed to be
in-
there?
Yeah, they are. And
Yep.
you go into the Loch Madan farms. There's like a den mother and a couple cubs.
Bro,
it's
this
like part of the
is
scenic
so
route that you pass.
next level, dude.
Like when you pass over. So they made this to like look at when you go from flight path to flight path.
He's eating to 100. I think he knows he needs to be exactly 100. Oh no, maybe not, but still, that he was just making sure, I guess. Yeah. Golly.
Yeah, so you go to these farms down here. This is a really clever skip. This could have saved the Paladin actually a good amount of time.
Yeah, if the Pally would do this, it would. Yeah,
He made it. Well, sort of. Let's see
Boom.
where he comes into wetlands. Doesn't he have to still pass by a bunch of super high level shit?
Raptors, yeah.
even at that, he's got the void, take a few hits, and he's still got the ability to sack.
No sack
Wait,
yet
he's
until
not sack-
18.
yeah, that's right, he
I
doesn't
think
have
it's
it
18 or something when you get it. This is spicy though. Like this is really spicy. He's gonna have to survive through walking a good amount of wetlands.
No, so you can get pretty damn. I'm not sure how close you can actually get, but you can get pretty damn close to Menethil this way.
Let's see.
You'll love to see it, huh?
This will be interesting. So if he does this successfully, this means that every class can skip over to wetlands with no deaths.
Yep.
Because there's nothing unless the Voidwalker makes big plays to save him from the clutches of an alligator or a raptor. It means every class.
I'm not sure how much efficiency he's getting from this, though. To be honest, to be really honest, like in terms of, like I'm not sure how much safer this is, or like what the real value add behind this is. I don't think he's saving that much time.
Well,
I really don't. I'd be curious to see what it would be like, what a normal run would look like. But he might be gaining like a minute or two.
Oh, dude, he's hit Menethil Harbor already.
yeah. Like if you look at the look at his level. His last level, he was up by a few seconds, right? And if he's able to make gains off of this, like yeah, it took a few moments to do that, but if he's going to jump right into a big curve of XP here, he's going to get a bunch of XP coming out of this. It'll be worth the time he spent, because otherwise, what's your alternative?
Dude, what a fucking beast! He just threads the needle between the Crocolus and the Murlocs too. He finds a little gap in the mobs to make it over to Menethil. Bro, I thought he was gonna come down around midfield in the wetlands and have to hump it
dude,
like halfway.
It goes far. I told
Spent
you.
hours figuring it outside.
Dude, I think he saved a lot of time. He's already at Menethil. I thought he was gonna have to jump down and then walk like 10 minutes. He's already here. That's insane.
Yeah, actually, considering the amount of time you spend in that pass, you probably spend 5 minutes in the fucking pass alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Takes a paladin that long.
and then you have to, I'd like, not even considering the vector that you spend going north, you spend the vast majority of your time, or like at least half of the time, as you look at Dun Algaz to the green belt, because you can't go through the orcs, right? So you have to go completely north on the road.
What? He just
And
goes
then
to
you're spending so much time. Yeah, it actually probably saves. It might save around like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, he goes to Storm with the train, doesn't he? Because there's no Warlock trainer over in the Night Elf Soyboy lands. So
Wait, he went to Stormwind?
Yeah, he got the flight path. So I think he then he immediately hearted the Stormwind. I think he's gonna go train 14.
He's not hearthing to Stormwind. There's no way he's hearthing to Stormwind.
Yeah, he's in Stormwind right now.
What?
Hearth.
I think
But why would he go to Stormwind?
because he needs 14 skills, bro. Because you don't get
Why wouldn't he go to Ironforge?
because they don't have Warlock trainer there. Oh no, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Maybe it just
That would be faster, but the thing is, if you don't hit Ironforge in your leveling
Yeah,
route,
they
you
do.
don't have a good opportunity.
You have to hit
We'll see.
Ironforge to go to Loch Madan.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
let's see what he's doing. Here. Maybe it just made
Is he
more
going
sense.
Westfall? No.
For a second. We'll see.
No.
I mean,
There's
he's
no way going
clearly a
Westfall.
big pumper, dude. He's 14.
No, but
Like, yeah,
this
he's-
is you actually, the amount of time that you waste as well going into Stormwind's Warlock Trainer, the amount of time you spend actually walking down into the damn crypt is ridiculous. Like compared to Ironforge, like it's just, and if he doesn't go Darkshore after this, there's just no point not to go Darkshore. He wasted like 10 minutes.
Well, let's see. Let's see what he's
Everything
doing.
they got back from that wetland skip, he just wasted. If this is
see.
the
I don't
case, unless he's got some big brain play.
Maybe there's something else he needs in Stormwind too. Or maybe he's trying to save money too. I mean, you save a little money being in the human city, I think.
Oh, he just pre-bought his.
Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Being smart. I bet you he's going to Darkshore.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you though. Like, I'm curious. I'm sure he would have something to say in response, right? But like, if he just flew to Ironforge, it might be faster. Because the thing is, you have to go to Stormwind, then walk pretty far to the Warlock Trainer. You have to go kind of a ways. Whereas in Ironforge, it's just in that little like the Murloc costume area, the Forlorn Cavern, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it's right there.
And then you just fly
Can't
back.
find Demon Trainer. You can. There's definitely a Demon Trainer in Ironforge. He's in the building over. Hey, it's not in the same building as the Warlock Trainers.
He might
He's in
be
the
doing
building
something.
over
Look,
from the
he's
Warlock
doing something
Trainers.
weird though. Oh, maybe this? No, you can buy a wand in
Wand?
Ironforge. I bet, dude. Look, he's buying
Maybe looking for a
Smoldering
green.
Wand
He's
though.
looking for a green. Oh.
Oh, maybe, what? I don't know
He's
if
planning.
that's
This
what
is
works.
all pre-planned.
Can you buy that
That's
in
pre-planned, but I don't know if
Ironforge?
it's-
Smoldering Wand?
No.
You can't?
No. So is it a rare? Is it a rare wand or? Is
No. It's just a white wand.
This is pre-planned. He knows exactly what he's doing.
What wand? What wand is it called?
Smoldering Wand. It's a white
I want to
wand.
say yes.
I feel like you
I want
could.
to say you can.
All the weapon
you
vendors
can. You can.
You can. Okay.
Yeah.
I tried.
This is Tommy Salami,
and it's
guys.
near.
Tommy
It's
Salami.
near where you train as well. It's near where you train. It's in a more efficient spot. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
You're not
He doesn't have
convinced.
the
I'm kind of with you here a little bit.
Shit-eating warlocks, man. What are you gonna do, man?
Yeah.
They impress you up until the point where they literally just begin consuming human feces for no reason. What are you gonna do?
Golly.
Guy goes to Iron Forge for no. Guy goes to fucking Stormwind for no reason.
I-
Shit city, humans, garbage, brain dead.
Look,
Maybe
no,
this
no,
quest. What
I-
about this quest? What about this quest?
This guy is not in Onslaught, okay? You don't have to be that hard.
What is this? What is this quest gonna give him? 210 XP. Maybe that's why, dude. No.
210 XP. That's 3 mobs.
Maybe he goes to Westfall. If he goes to Westfall, does it all make sense? Yeah, it probably does. If he goes to Westfall.
If he goes to Westfall, it's worth. He's not going to Westfall.
Let's see. Maybe he is.
There's no. If he goes to
That-
Westfall, he's insane.
That Griffin is looking a little suspect. It's looking like it's trying to go to the right. Yup, it's going
Oh,
to the
it's-
right.
It is.
Big brain.
What?
Big brain detected.
I wonder if
Big brain detected.
if that's a push.
He's,
like he's
going
gonna
to
do
Westfall.
If he's
to
gonna do
Westfall.
Westfall and then Hearth, then like
What?
Hearth back to Stormwind and then fly over and then jump across and do a couple of quests.
You click
No.
Westfall. Yes.
Westfall's small brain, dude.
Let's see.
I don't know.
He's
I'm
14.
impressed with his level. I'm
bro.
impressed with his level though.
Yeah, he's 14. He's a big pumper warlock extraordinaire right here.
Maybe his strat is because
No
he
mud.
blood sale
Okay,
with everyone
if
else.
he doesn't immediately vendor that motherfucking cheese and buy long jaw mud snappers at the vendor, I'm a right now. Let's see. Nah.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's got some finesse. Okay, but he's wasting it. He's wasting that finesse.
Oh, dude,
I don't care. Any advantage that he thinks he's gonna gain from getting that wand and going to Westfall is immediately nixed. I
don't know.
Maybe he
I
just
don't know, man.
maybe he just finishes in Darkshore though. So maybe he like knocks out some Westfall and then just tries to spend the remainder of the 8 hours just in Darkshore.
4 hours in
Yeah.
in fucking Duskwood.
Yeah,
Or
in Darkshore. Like he just tempos out with all the remainder of the.
He
of the
could
shit.
just do it in one loop. That is possible.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
You lose so much XP. I feel like on those mobs that you're grinding.
You know the thing is though, like there's so many aspects to hardcore that you look at it and you see these things and you're like, why are they doing that? And all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, it plays out, right? It plays out in the time constraints because most people are designing what they're doing based around the 8 to 10 hour, 8 hour playtime. So they're doing things that make sense for
fair
that time
enough.
frame. Well, like
Fair enough, but-
you're thinking. No, but you see that, and like there's like looking at the Warriors, like how do they do? The guys over there pumping through Crystal Fall or what have you, and we're seeing like why is he there? But he's gaining ground on where he was. You know, this guy was behind. He's gaining ground on where he was on his previous runs. Now, whether he's going to be worth or not, we'll see shortly.
There's got to
But
be some warlocky trick to this because I have done it inside and out, backwards, like 18 fucking ways. There is no way that going to Westfall here because I used to do this in my route. I used
Yeah.
to be like super anti Darkshore because I was like, oh, Darkshore's gonna be super packed, blah blah blah. You know, like
He's gonna do it in one run
all
though,
the
because
hardcore levels are there.
there's no warlock trainer over there. That's the thing. So he's probably trying to get the 16 here, so he can train all of his remaining warlock skills for the remainder of the competition,
What
and
do
then
you
just
get
go
at
to
16?
Darkshore.
Is there something worth at 16 that's worth it? Usually 14 is the important spell.
Well, you get sacrificed
14
at
is Shadow
16. I mean, well, he got the.
Yeah, but he can pre-buy. He can pre-buy.
Maybe you
that.
get an agony. I'd have to look at my guide, but
Here, I'm looking at it right now. Let me go find it. I will find it. I will find what they.
I mean, I run. See, the thing is too is I run into this problem too in the Paladin. I'm playing like I get so frustrated having to run all the way back over. Like if I'm in Ferelis or something, or I'm in Desolus and I'm level, I got to go all the way back to Ironforge or Stormwind to train. And that's like
he's just losing time. Yeah, he gets the Hearth to Stormwind, for sure.
by the way,
Well, yeah.
And eventually
because he has no wand
that'll net him.
and he has lots of food and water, I love how he aggressively he's spending mana. Like he's hemorrhaging mana, but it's okay because he just goes for the drink, and that's one thing that that people who
The speed, it adds speed.
the speed. You may think, okay, like for ultimate sustain, you don't do that, right? Because you can kill stuff in a more sustainable way without having to drink or eat. You never have to drink or eat. You can just kill stuff with wands or just more slowly rot things down. But if you're trying to push for speed, then you're going to use consumables, right, to catch back up on mana. So he's spending mana aggressively. He's starting with Immolate too, which is interesting because a lot of people think Immolate is a high threat spell, which it is. Why are you going to start with Immolate? But the Voidwalker early on, the guy is an absolute Chad, dude. No, the Voidwalker is really good in the early levels.
I thought it was
really,
crap, or like the taunt wasn't good enough and stuff, or is that just like?
It's in the early levels. It's good. At 30, it falls off a lot in terms of.
Okay, maybe I'm just misinformed.
As you can see, his taunts on auto cast. A lot of people say you should taunt manually, but up until level 30, when you get rank 3 Torment, the Voidwalker has enough sustain to just auto cast that thing to Kingdom Come. It's not a big deal, and he's pretty solid with the threat. So I like what he's doing here. He's still making use of right clicks because he has no wand. Some good shit that we're watching right here, man. You'll love to see it.
Yeah. It's the utilizing like the everything. Like anyone that's standing there, if you're just standing there waiting for your dots, you're wasting time. Like you need to be doing something. Like you have to think about every single thing you're doing. Like every single thing. Who cares if you only hit the stupid thing for 5 damage? You hit it for 5 more damage. You know, with your staff or whatever it happens to be. But making sure you're putting in that, putting the output out there. You know, putting it out.
Absolutely, he's putting out, dude. He's putting it out.
And you get okay. So let me see what you get. You get.
Crick says,
You don't get an agony. You don't get an agony.
new
You
life
might get an
tab.
immolate.
And the sack.
You might get an immolate. Yeah, you
You
might.
don't get an immolate. You don't get a shadow bolt. You don't get an agony. You have to get a corruption. It has to be corruption.
No, corruption you get at 14.
Life
I'm
tab.
pretty sure. I don't think you get corruption. Corruption you get at like 12 or 14. I think you get it at 14.
Corruption you get a 14. 16 is 16 is life tap.
Life
Like,
tap,
life
which
tap,
is not
and
that
that's
great.
basically it.
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
really
Ooh,
not.
that.
it-
Dude, he's.
He's a little bit low, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's worth.
Hmm.
Like I was a firm believer in the early Westfall, but the only reason I was a firm believer in the early Westfall was for.
So if he went
trying
Dark
to
Shore right
pipe
now, though,
early AOE levels.
if he just
I
went
think he'd
straight
be
Dark
making
Shore,
making more time.
if he went straight Dark Shore right now, though, North, could he stay in Dark Shore for the remainder of the competition? All remaining, 445.
course not.
No, right? So
course
he
not.
would have to. That's what I think he's doing, though. He's just knocking this out because he's in the same ballpark, and then
No, but say you have if you're clever.